With new innovations in artificial intelligence, we might be able to combat global warming in a few steps that could be as easy as riding a bike. The next generation is going to deal with the worst climate change has to offer, so it's high time we make reversing its effects our top priority. Stay tuned to find out more about how the bicycle lying around your house right now could benefit you and the environment. Firstly, how is AI going to change cycling to school? In the past 2 years, cycling in the UK has gotten increasingly popular, with people realizing its true potential. According to the most recent road traffic estimates, cycle traffic in 2021 was 15.7% greater than pre-pandemic levels in 2019. More people are hopping on their bikes after being cooped up in their houses for a year. But we certainly aren't complaining. It's healthier for them and their environment, because everyone wants to live healthier, but our cities and towns aren't built very bike-friendly. So as more of us use bicycle lanes, local governments have been forced to invest in measurements to make our cities and towns more bicycle-friendly and put in place traffic monitoring systems to support this development. A Sustrin's poll of young students found that only 2% of them rode to school, despite 10% saying that they would out if they had the chance. Children in the UK express worry and sadness as they realize private cars account for most greenhouse gases produced by transportation on our roadways. Currently, local governments, communities, and the next generation place a top priority on achieving air quality, emissions, congestion, and traffic safety goals. In order to have a future where the next generation can live safely and happy, there is a great demand for techniques for effectively changing networks to promote cycle growth. Insights powered by AI are increasingly being used to help construct an infrastructure that will enable this to over the long run. More on the new innovations in AI and cycling. Cycle to School Week is celebrated during the first week of October every year and is sponsored by Sustrins and the Bikeability Trust. Mark Nicholson is the CEO of Viva City, and his revolutionary program supports the idea that bike-friendly streets are essential to the larger goal of building smarter and safer and more sustainable towns and cities. In the UK, where cycling is increasingly significantly, traffic monitoring solutions are able to help and promote grow low-traffic area neighborhoods. By establishing designated active travel zones and restricting automobile traffic, low-traffic neighborhoods are trying to enhance active travel, clean air, and safety. By limiting access to motorized cars in neighborhoods in London, cycling climbed up a staggering 26%. Pollution and air quality monitors are an excellent way to keep track of weather, LTNs, and other similar programs are improving the local environment. For instance, the London Air Quality Network tracks pollution levels and tracks air quality across all areas in London. These air quality sensors are used to keep track of whether LTNs or other interventions have raised air quality. However, this doesn't give the government data accurate enough to know all of these schemes. The data they do currently get could be affected by a lot of external factors. Councils require AI-powered technologies to gather AIM data for this, but now they can precisely measure the effects of their road and highway improvements thanks to this technology. They can learn more about the type, pattern, and volume of traffic utilizing each section of the road network by grouping similar types of road users, such as a cyclist or pedestrians traveling through a certain place. With this, they can plan for the safety and health of their cities while making plans for their future development. Next up, how do they capture data? These AI-powered sensors are being used by councils to collect anonymized information on how to use on different forms of transportation, including cycling. They can use this to determine the effects of particular initiatives on promoting cycling and whether any adjustments can be made to make it easier. For instance, the Bristol City Council closed Bristol Bridge in 2020 to observe the effects it would have on promoting active and sustainable means of transportation. Bristol Bridge was a crucial access point for vehicles in the center city. The road improvements were then made permanent in July 2021, and 6 AI-powered traffic monitoring sensors were later placed to support a thorough review. The council used this data to precisely and successfully track the effects it had on people commuting in that area. They simultaneously monitor peak traffic times and the connection between weather and other citywide external activities. Cycling levels increased rapidly, reaching new heights in 2022 as people grew more comfortable and aware of bicycle routes. Moving on to the next generation is taking charge. Reached by the International Energy Agency estimates that behavioral change will account for 2/3 of the energy reduction needed to meet the net zero objective, and according to a Financial Times story examining the benefits and drawbacks of LTNs, we all need to incorporate more huge modifications to our travel and way of life if we ever hope to have a net zero lifestyle. Technology, data, and people must work together to build a system that is accountable and actually works in producing sustainable changes in our society. Additionally, the next generation is being pushed to think more about their actions through various awareness programs like LTNs and road closures. These provide safer routes and better air, getting people out of their cars, and having an excellent influence on the environment. The demand for cycling is increasing, and in order to enable it and encourage more people to take part, infrastructure adjustments must be successfully made. AI-powered data is the only way to enable smart and safe cycling for this to succeed. In other news, first up, the health benefits of cycling. An overall improvement in your health can be accomplished by putting in as little as 2 to 4 hours each week. Compared to most other forms of exercise, low-impact exercise results in fewer strains and injuries. Cycling engages all the major muscle groups as you pedal, so it's a fantastic muscle workout, and it doesn't require a high level of athleticism like some other sports. The majority of individuals can ride a bike, and once you learn, you never forget how to. Cycling can be done at a very moderate intensity to start, if recuperating from an injury or illness, but can be built up to a physically challenging workout which builds up stamina, strength, and aerobic fitness. It's a great method to get fit because unlike other physical activities that require certain times or places to keep you indoors, cycling lets you experience the thrill of speeding down hills while being outside, but most importantly, it saves you time, can be utilized in a form of transportation, and allows you to spend your time actively instead of just sitting around while commuting. Next, cycling against obesity and cardiovascular issues. Cycling increases metabolic rate, develops muscle, and burns body fat, making it an amazing and natural strategy to maintain or lose weight. Cycling is a convenient kind of exercise that can suit your needs and your schedule by changing the duration and the level of difficulty. A healthy adult should work out weekly to burn at least 2,000 calories. And with just an hour of normal pedaling, you can lose 300 calories. According to surveys and research, a daily half-hour bike ride can burn up to 5 kilograms in fat a year. Heart attack, stroke, and even high blood pressure are examples of cardiovascular illnesses. Those too can be prevented through cycling as your heart, lungs, and circulation are stimulated and improved by regular exercise, which lowers your risk of cardiovascular disorders. Cycling improves heart health by reducing blood fat levels and resisting pulse rate. Research proved that commuters who bike to work had lung function that is 2 to 3 times better than those who commute by car. Cycling regularly can be your ticket to avoiding any sort of cardiovascular issue. Finally, cycling against an array health issues. Exercise and cancer have been the subject of extensive investigation, particularly breast and colon cancer. Cycling has been linked to lower the risk of bowel cancer and frequently lowers the risk of breast cancer in men and women. Type 2 diabetes is on the rise and is a significant health issue that runs through countless families. It's believed that one of the main causes of this illness in people is a lack of physical activity. People who cycled for over 30 minutes each day had a 40% decreased chance of getting diabetes. Regular exercise through cycling is also great for your bones. Strength, balance, and coordination are all enhanced by cycling. It also aids in avoiding fractures and broken bones. Due to its low impact nature and minimal strain on joints, biking is a great type of exercise for people with osteoarthritis. Because cycling is not an exercise that is heavy on the bones, it's also helpful for people who have weak bones through osteoporosis. Apart from physical health, regular biking can help with mental health issues like sadness, stress, and anxiety. This is because biking is enjoyable and because exercising in general has positive impacts on hormones and mood. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of the new attempts at creating a greater population that uses bicycles throughout the use of AI? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.